Good morning. Welcome to the Palace Press Briefing with Presidential Communications Secretary Sonny Coloma. Secretary Coloma will introduce our guests for the morning.
Good morning. Our briefing today will focus on an update on the government's rehabilitation program 6 months after the occurrence of Super Typhoon Yolanda. With us today are Secretary Ping Lacson of the Office of the Presidential Assistant on Rehabilitation and Recovery, Secretary Dinky Suleman of the Department of Social Welfare and Development, and Undersecretary Seni Maglaya.
Maraming salamat. Gaya ng sinabi ni Secretary Lacson, kami ang chair ng Social Services Cluster. Pero bago ko po ibigay yung quick update doon, nais ko lang hong ipakita yung unang bahagi ng 6 na buwan. Kasi by tomorrow, 6 na buwan na tayo. Dahil ang unang bahagi is actually relief and recovery. So very quickly, ito po yung datos natin, November 8, 6 regions, 1.5 million families, displaced 918,261 families. Sa Eastern Visayas alone, next slide, 521,800 affected families, 280,000 displaced. Sabi na nga ni Secretary Ping, 518,879 totally damaged and 493 partially damaged. Ano nang nagawa by this time? Continuing distribution of family food packs. Hanggang ngayon, kami po ay namimigay. Yung unang bahagi, yung unang 3 buwan, is 3 to 6 kilograms of rice and the equivalent canned goods and noodles and coffee and sugar, which is 4,340,059. 713,074, nagsimula po kami ng 25 kilos of rice and 20 pieces of canned goods para po 14 na araw para ang delivery every month is twice. Ngayon, yung delivery na twice, iba-iba ho yung yugto kasi iba-iba yung kakayahan ng LGU. They usually pick it up at kung hindi nila ma-pick up, dinideliver through either still the military trucks or the trucks, wing vans that we hired. Early recovery and rehabilitation, there are 3,455 families already in bunk houses, which is 265. 20 in Region 6, 245 in 8. In shelter kits, ibig sabihin, ito po yung mga corrugated iron sheets na pinamimigay kasama ng U-nails, common wire nails, hammer, and handsaw. Procurement done by DPWH, distribution done by us. We have given to 10,795 families. Ito po ay kasama sa support ng shelter cluster sapagkat ang humanitarian response, meron ding clusters ho on the early relief and early recovery. So ito po ay ang nagawa ng shelter cluster, nakapag-provide ng emergency shelter materials. Ang first 3 months to 6 months, talagang tents and tarpaulins po ang emergency intervention sa shelter. And nakapag-provide po para sa 571,206 households. At nakapag-train ng 2,552 carpenters and 26,972 households were given cash amounts. Ito po ay galing pareho sa gobyerno at saka sa mga NGOs and international organizations. 88,408 were received, they also received materials, particularly yung framing, and 249,564 were provided with toolkits. On cash for work, 7,367 individuals were provided with cash for works at 2,534,431. At ito po yung mga activities, food preparation, hauling as indicated in the PowerPoint. Kasama ho niyan, so yung cash for work is really debris cleaning and food repacking. Starting February 2014, transition to cash for assets. Anong ibig sabihin ho niyan? Yung trabaho naman ngayon ay paghahanda para makapaggawa na sila nung kanilang dating livelihood. So ito po ay usually paglilinis ng kanal, ng irigasyon, ng bukid, yung mga nahulog na mga at naputol na mga niyog ay ginagawa na ngayon para either magamit siya sa pagtatayo ng bahay or sa iba pang needs ng ating mga ekonomiya. So 186,080 individuals benefited and 531 million. 1.4 billion were released to all affected regions for Recovery and Rehabilitation Fund. Ito po yung breakdown ng pinanggalingan. May Calamity Fund source, 467.3 million. Yung cash donation is 764 million ang na-disburse na, and ADB grant of 131.3 million. At ang activities ay pagsasagawa ng core shelter, cash for work, provision of pedicabs, motorized bangkas, kitchen sets, supplemental feeding, livelihood assistance, and provision of toys for the children. Ano po yung plano on early recovery? Hindi ho ito yung rehabilitation pa. Kasi nagta-transition ho tayo, as Sec Ping had said, into rehabilitation. In the meantime, the needs continue to be there and we need to respond. So tuloy ang distribution ng shelter kits, tuloy ang pagsasagawa ng transitional shelters, and DSWD and International Organization of Migration will construct additional shelters for transition. Dahil ang objective po ay hanggat maaari lahat ng nasa tents sa lahat ng apektadong probinsya ay malipat na sa may bubong at 4 na pader. Iba-iba ang design, hindi lahat bunk houses. Also, there are already areas na pwede na magtayo ng core shelter, and that these permanent core shelters and houses are slowly being built. Ang amin hong toka ay 10,733 permanent houses. Meron din po tayong ginagawang reconstruction of legal documents na napakahalaga. So, mobile civil registration yan. That means we provide free civil registration or reconstitution of destroyed and damaged civil records and other legal documentation. Initially, it covers 20 municipalities in Ormoc, Tacloban, and Balangiga, and ang target is 83,790 individuals. This is in partnership with the Philippine Statistics Authority under the National Statistics Office, local civil registrars, at ang United Nations High Commission on Refugees, yung NGO na partner nila na Ideals, and soon UNDP and UNICEF will join. For education, tuloy-tuloy ho ang kanilang paghahanda sa pagbubukas ng klase na kanilang gagawin in June. And right now, meron na po silang schedule of repair of classrooms which they intend to finish at least in latest summer, Panay, by June, 50% nung mga nasira. So repair po ang kanilang gagawin muna instead of construction para lang may mapupuntahan. At ang kanilang ginagawa din ho, pinaplastar na yung mga nagpalipat na mga teachers sa Maynila or sa other parts na gusto nang bumalik para meron silang full complement in the latest summer Panay Island. Para naman po sa Department of Agriculture, who is also part of our cluster, bago yon, higher education. Ang higher education naman, 2 bagay na ang kanilang ginagawa. Meron na ho silang listing ng mga kailangan tulungan ng mga estudyante sa kolehiyo. Meron silang support program para sa kanila na ito ay mga naka-enroll sa state universities, at meron na silang downloading ng pera sa state use direct from DBM to the SUCs para makapag-repair ng mga nasira. Para po sa DA and DENR, ang kanilang unang ginagawa is on livelihood. And I think the details will probably be given by our colleague from DTI kasi sa livelihood cluster yon. But meron kami kasing coordination in relation to cash for work and cash for asset rebuilding. Para nang sa ganon, yung kanilang papasukin na livelihood, yung paghahanda ng kanilang mga lugar ay matutulungan sila through the cash for asset rebuilding. So, yan po yung aming update. Ang final na gusto ko pong pakita sa inyo is just a picture. This is in Lawaan Municipal Hall. This is in Antique. Nakakalimutan ho natin kasi ang ating mga kasamahan sa media nakatutok sa Leyte, sa Tacloban. Nakakalimutan ho ninyo na meron ho sa Panay, meron ho sa Northern Cebu, meron sa Coron. Ito po ay sa Antique. Yun ho yung sira nila 6 months after. I was just there yesterday. Diyan ho kami nag-meeting. Ayos na po ang munisipyo niya. Yun ang sinasabi ni Secretary Ping na we are right on track. And people are moving on. Things are normalizing. Magandang hapon.
Thank you very much, Secretary Soliman.